Going the right way this time. Cancel this job off. Find another one in the area. That one.
Now you drive safe, okay?
It's up the road anyway. Because we was playing about with it yesterday, weren't we? In chat. How's that now? Is that better? That should be better now. It's because we was playing about with it yesterday.
Get ready to turn left.
We're just going to go and pick this job up because I literally put a different engine in and it's obviously a lot louder.
Finding a new route.
And just trying to get used to it, but it's got, instead of being 1,000 horsepower, it's 1,400 horsepower. So it tends to go a bit faster. So yeah, we literally left, which was a nice 2-hour job. We cut flowers.
This is where it ends, sugar.
And we ended up having to cancel it because I went into race miles literally 2 minutes out of the job. But we're going to take fresh herbs, so it's still 5-ton load, so we're still a nice little load. But I'm beginning to regret having this this engine in, but we'll see how we get on with it. I could be like silly and put the limiter on, but I like to do the 60 just so we get there a little bit quicker than 56. Yeah, it's only 4 miles an hour, but that 4 miles an hour over a 2-hour job tends to make it a little bit better. Trailer, couple. No, I don't want to decouple. That's because you said a world of truck jobs. I want to turn the engine off. And we shouldn't get any night time. We shouldn't get any night time today, because I found an optional mod
Now you drive safe, you hear?
where it is daytime only. But I haven't tested it out. I've literally put it in. We're on the server. I've put it in my mods, and if it stays daytime only, we will be cooking with gas. I have actually put a graphics mod on as well, so we'll see how that looks. It looks alright at the moment. It looks alright on stream as well, considering we're not even on the GoPro. So that's another story. But we have got the GoPro. We just aren't using it at the moment. Just to see how it goes without it. So this is going to be, she says 3 hours, 33 minutes. So it might only be one job all stream, but we'll see how we get on. I did say to the wife I wasn't going to be out till silly o'clock, but we'll see how we get on. We've been out tonight, so we've been visiting friends, had a day, evening with those, playing Cards of Humanity or whatever it is, and Uno. They've had a few to drink and that. Muggins here was a designated driver for us that don't live nearby, so. But I'm still wide awake because I didn't get up till 1 o'clock today because someone kept me in Discord last night until 5 AM this morning, chatting away about different things, and yeah, I went to sleep and woke up at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Oh, I'm only joking, Wiz, you know that. What time do you get up today? That dashboard we're going down just a little bit, really. And if I go down, you lose a bit of the sat-nav. That's the only thing. Because I've got the big sat-nav mod in. Seriously? You stayed up another 2.5 hours after I left you? Bloody hell. It was it 5 or half 5 I went to bed? I can't remember. Half 5, bloody hell. See, the truck itself sounds really nice, but the exhaust brake sounds horrible. I don't like it. Or the engine brake. And we are back over on the vertical as well today, because we've got our
And then exit right.
banned from using my streaming software lifted.
Exit right.
So we'll see how long we last over there. Let's see what happens, because we've changed, obviously, the overlay and the layout. See how we get on now. Talking of which, welcome in, Michael. Hope you're well over there.
Go straight on. That's right.
If we come across a garage, I might nip in and change the engine. We've still got loads of fuel, so we ain't got to worry about finding going to the fuel station. I've got a lovely one on ATS.
Go straight on. That's right.
But I'm not sure. I'll have to find the engine mod on its own, because obviously I normally run in left lane. If I do my own server, I'm going to have to find out what engine mod it is, to put it in separately, because the left lane mods are all Google Down Drive, and just put it in your mods.
And then turn left. Turn
So
left.
it becomes a bit of a nightmare. Try to figure out what mod it is, because it doesn't come up as a mod. It's in their own folder, like mod folder that they make. There's a workshop over there. So we're gonna
Go straight on. That's right. Keep right.
Is there a road down here? If we
Turn right.
can get to that garage before we get on the ferry. There's a garage just here by the looks of it. Oh, I don't know how you get to it. Oh, well, we won't be going to that because it's over that side somewhere and I don't know how you get to it.
Okay. Let's find a new route.
So we're just jump the ferry here.
Finding a new route.
Well, to be fair, the 850 that I was running didn't sound too bad.
So get ready to turn left.
But I thought I'd just try the different engines and float through them and see what happens. But there's a workshop just around the corner, so we're going to get rid of this fucker. What have we got in here? There's a workshop just up here, so we're going to pop in the workshop.
Recomputing.
Change this engine.
Look, I gotta get home to my pie. Please make a U-turn when possible.
Oh, look at her. She wants to get home to her pie. I want to get rid of this fucking engine. See, look, that's the 14,000. But it's in the normal list of engines. You got the Cummins, which are... we had the custom loop just a minute ago, which we used yesterday. We've got a 1420 loop. Let's try just a custom, see what that sounds like. Escape.
Ready to rock and roll.
Drive settings, right? Let's just put the lights on, because every time you go in, you always lose your lights. I don't know why. It always turns your lights out, doesn't it? Right, so we need to put the J brake, the engine brake on, get rid of that back. So we've just got. Well, it sounds alright so far. Alright, so there we go. I've not even been live an hour and we're suspended on stream, so we're going to have to get on to the old vertical side and find out what's going on. I might have to change over, but I ain't going to bother now, can't be asked. I'll sort all that out another day. Just have to use it for clips. That sounds quite nice actually. I actually quite like that. I don't know what you guys think of it, but that's quite a nice rumble. Let's just flick it down a setting and see what it sounds like. Oh, did you just all get that as well as I come down that bridge? Yeah, that sounds alright to me. We'll keep this engine. Did you all just get funny sounds then, guys? When I come off that bridge, because I just got a load of like proper interference. Might have been where I appeared too close to the mic, but it's not doing it when I do it now, so I don't know. That's not a bad break, so yeah, we'll stick with that. I really can't wait for my next 5 days off. So I go back Monday and then I'll be in for 14, and then on my next 5 it's strip out time again. And it hasn't got too much power, so I'm now in 12th and I'm doing 60 and I can hear it in the engine. I need to back off that little bit and keep it below into race miles. So let's just see if we can get a reason up here. No records. So there's no records. Why? Oh, there you go. Please can you use Live Studio? No, I don't want to use Live Studio. Go away. So we'll just put clips over there. Not going live over there, I can't be asked. Oh yeah, I know, yeah, that's what I mean. It's just, I've literally, as I say, not even an hour. But I'm not the only one, because the software I'm using in their Discord, there's a few people getting it, and the software makers are trying to find out why. Because people that are still using the other vertical one that you've got aren't getting shut down, but that's with a stream key. This isn't with a stream key. But they obviously spoke to TikTok and everything and was, oh yeah, we can do it this way. Everything was fine, wasn't it, ages ago? But just recently, their new AI just shuts everything down and we're not sure why. And it's not because I haven't had the 18 plus setting on, because I've been good. I've not vaped. I've not done nothing in that little amount of time. And I know I've got the 18 plus down, so I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, mate, AI is just a nightmare. And I run that idea that you come up with last night about the 43s past the wife, and she said no. And what she says must be obeyed. But I think her worry is that obviously I've got 532s here, why would I need to buy more? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's worried that I'll buy the TVs and then still have the monitors here as well. Because in theory, if I was to buy the TVs, I'd put two 32s above where the 24s are. So I'd end up keeping them. But we'll go with the 4, the 2 flats and the 32s, curves on the side. And see how we get on. I can always change it next year. See, the good thing is, if I put the TVs up there, it'd be better resolutions, wouldn't it? So I really don't know, but we'll just have to see. Have you decided what you're going to do yet? If you're going to go for the 49 or go back to the triples? The problem I've got is I always want something different but better, if that makes sense. That's why I was going to go to the 4 screens, because a lot of people have gone 3 screens now, aren't they? Alright, wind your necking. I can split the screens. I know you can. I fucking can't, as we found out last night. When we plugged the 4th in. See, if I knew my motherboard was up for it, I'd swap the computers over. But that'd be a waste of a really expensive graphics card being a streaming PC. I'd put the streaming PC onto the rig and the rig PC on as a streaming PC, but it's a fucking big graphics card in the gaming rig, the rig PC as it is. To swap it over just to put NVIDIA in there instead. Yeah, but that's what I mean. Then I've got a 24 gig GPU in a streaming PC and a 14 gig in the gaming PC. It just doesn't make sense. Even though it's just to change the screen layout. But as we worked out yesterday, I could technically use the streaming PC and one of the monitors from the streaming PC as all the dashboard and everything underneath. So I might as well just do that. Run 4 screens on the streaming PC, or 5 screens, but 4 screens total, because one will be mirrored up here and one will be over there. I'll be mirrored because they'll just be on a splitter, so it don't matter if I'm streaming over there or up here. I can see it, because obviously once this rig moves over, I'm not going to really be able to see them 2 screens behind me as I can over my shoulder now to check things. So I'm going to need it up the top or down the bottom, because I might put them down the bottom yet. Blake, welcome in. Hope you're well. Yeah, I had a great Christmas. Thank you very much. Hope you did as well. Hope you got all the presents that you wanted, and you didn't get too drunk. But welcome in over there, and I hope you're well. Can I just ask, Blake, are you on the standard or are you on the vertical over there? Because if you're on the vertical, what does it actually look like as it is? Because it's a new layout that I put together today before I went live. Hopefully it looks alright. Hi Roman, hope you're well. I didn't make that fucking overlay, did I, for ads? Thank you very much, Roman. And welcome in, and as I was saying earlier, if you wasn't in, I hope you had a good Christmas, and I've subscribed as well. Thank you very much for that, sir. Caught that lorry. I just caught that lorry. I didn't hit the car behind me, but I caught the lorry. What you could do is put the other monitor on. Soon, please. Jesus Christ, that just scared the life out of me. Roman, thank you very much for the subscription over on the red side there. Hope you're well. As I was saying, hopefully you had a good Christmas. Put that one above. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Obviously, with the streaming PC, I can put one. I can still have one above if I put one of the 32s above, because obviously I'm going to have one spare 32 curve, aren't I? Once I put the 2 flats in instead, so I'm going to put that one up above. I'm thinking I've got the 2 20s here, or 24s, and a spare monitor stand, quad stand above. So I could turn it down the opposite way and put it underneath the screen and run that off the streaming PC as we was doing on the tablet yesterday, but on the streaming PC. Yeah, Roman, the red's a little bit slow for... I don't normally... I haven't been over there for a long time, so... I've lost everyone that used to go over there, so, but I'm slowly picking it back up. That something looks really bad in that OBS up there, but it's fine for me. What did you get up to for Christmas, Roman? Did you get do anything good, or just have a nice chill day at home? But with what we were talking about yesterday, Wiz, about the screens, I think it would look better with a bigger screen. I just need someone to come in and drop 100 subs or a couple of thousand bitties, and then it'll help towards the payment, won't it? That's the thing. Couple of those a month and it'll pay it all off straight away, so that wouldn't be a problem. Because whatever comes in through the stream goes straight back into the stream. And I'm not going to buy one and then run 32s round it. No way. If I was to do it, I'd get all 4 or all 3. Because I wouldn't be able to do 4 of the screen we was looking at, because it won't fit on the back bar. I'd have to get another back bar and extend the bar, if that makes sense. But what I could do is get 2 and line them up with the 32s across the front, and then obviously have the door and everything showing on the outside monitors. But I'd like to buy them all at once, for the simple fact is I know they're all going to match and they're all the same screen, like I did with these 3. I struggled to get 3, but I got 3. I had to buy 2 from one place and then search for the 3rd one because they only had 2 in stock. So they all matched. Grey Wiz, how does the little camera look now? Now we played with the settings again last night. Lovely, thank you. If you wasn't in stream earlier, me and Grey Wiz were in a Discord chat until 5:30 this morning, playing with different things to see how we can make it look better and everything. So I appreciate him greatly for helping me tweak a few things and everything else, just to give it that little bit more. Make it look that little bit better. And I've got it all set up, all nice, and then I'm going to change it in 15 days time. It's all being ripped out. I say it's being ripped out. It's all being moved out. The screens are changing, it's all being put back in. But our when I do it, it'll be all photographed and documented, and then put in a little slideshow. So people are struggle to know how to do it. They can watch it and go from there. Because I'm still wondering if that bar that's on the back of this centre 32 is going to be wide enough to put two 32s on it. I hope it is. I still haven't heard back from GT Amiga about the screen panel yet. I think they're on shutdown light because they're up in Scotland, aren't they? So I'm hoping I can get one out of them as a freebie. If not, I'll have to buy I'll buy the quick adapters. I'll have to buy 4 of them and then just use them instead. You're going to go in gear then or what? There we go. I think the sound on this engine's knackered. Either that or my headphones are on their way out. So that's the second time I've gone from 7th to 8th and it's gone all crackly. Yeah, I think it's this engine. Because it's every time I go from 7th to 8th. Because now it's fine. Or it's fine in my ears, I don't know what it's like. Let's just slow down again and go back from 7th to 8th. So 6th. Not 7th, 11th to 12th even. I didn't do it that time. I think I might go back to the 480. Yeah, it's a little bit less power, but I don't really need the power, so I might go back to the 480. That sounded a bit better than this engine, I think. So if we go through a garage and we find a service garage, we change the engine out. But we've been going, how long have we been going now? Can't even see. 43 minutes and we're still in daylight, so that mod might be working. Sunset's a bit dodgy on it. But I found an optional weather mod as well, so I might try that out. Because you've got to love optional mods, so you can be slightly different from everyone else in the server. That's it. Come up the inside of me and then fucking slow down, you numpty. Cool. I need to turn the traffic up a little bit. I'm not sure what the traffic's set to, so I need to find out what the traffic's set to and just up it a little bit so there's a bit more traffic on the roads. I'd like to set it to, like, weirdly enough, there's an optional mod for, like, madness traffic. So it's constant traffic, but then you're constantly fighting in traffic when you go into towns and that, and I think that'd be a little bit too much. Yeah, if this daylight mod works, it's going to make the streaming so much better. It's just that, as I say, it's just that sunset. Especially when you're driving towards it. It's not too bad for me, because I can see better through it, but on the stream, on the POV, it just gives a little bit too much glare on the screen. As you can see on that right hand screen. Who screams? Matty? Who's Matty? And I was thinking earlier, you know how obviously oh right, yeah, I got you. You know how I was saying about the FPS? Not FPS, Hertz, 120. Them two flats, I don't think are 120, I think they only go up to 60. Because they're Samsung and I'm sure they're only 60 Hertz. So I might have to run these at 60s when I do it, because obviously it'll go on the this, what would be the left centre screen and the right centre screen, and I'm sure they're only both 60 Hertz. So I don't think I'm going to be able to run it at 120 Hertz. But it might look better in 60, I don't know. Have to wait until I put the monitors on to find out. Because the screens I've got, the flat ones, the Samsung ones, are you know, like in the McDonald's and things like that, where you have the menus. Basically, they're them. Samsung version of those. What, even on DisplayPort they run them at 60? Oh. Anyone want to buy any 32 MSI 32-inch screens? The only downfall is I've got no stands for them. I don't even know how much they're worth second hand. Don't panic, I just knocked all my phone and everything off the side. Oh, Mr. Coach. Out you come then. $5.49. Jesus. See that? Yeah, that could be the other option, is run 2 graphics cards. But the problem I've got is the motherboard in the gaming PC. I'd have to change both graphics cards out and put and the problem is there'd be different graphics cards. Because one would be the 3070 Ti and one would be the 5970. So yeah, they would conflict. But I wouldn't really want to go out and buy another 5070. Then it just gets really expensive and silly then, doesn't it, if you start doing that. Because then I'd end up with 8 screens. Because I'd have 4 32s along the top and 4 32s underneath, and then make it an 8 screen setup. That would be really funky.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
I sent a screen picture to Tomo, that one I showed you the rig yesterday with the 65-inch curves, and it's literally, they've got a Formula 1 shell in this inside, and in it's like them, you know, them little screens that you put together and make one big screen, and it was literally that wrapped around the whole thing, so you got like near on a 360 view. But that's 14 grand just for the screen. Yeah, basically a matrix screen, yeah.
Exit right. Exit right.
Yeah, on top. I think that come with it for the 14 grand, the encoder and the screen. Because it did say plug and play straight into a PC. So I'm guessing you just have one HDMI out into the encoder, and then it plays whatever you put through that HDMI. Well, you're saying about getting it hot. Obviously, we was talking about different things getting hot yesterday. My mate, who we was out with tonight, fits aircon, like the proper units that go on the wall. And he was like, well, you've got a solid wall on the outside of your garage, haven't you? I was like, yeah. He was like, well, I can just bolt it through there, put it on the wall, and then you just have the cooling fan outside, like under the lean-to it at the back of the garage, because I've got like a pergola with a cover. Just leave it out there. He said, because you've got power and everything there, which obviously runs, we used to run the hot tub and that, so I just wire it straight into that loom. I said, don't talk to me about things like that, because that's just going to cost me even more money. Like, just literally put an aircon unit up to the side and just run the pipe work out to the back of the garage. He's like, oh, I'll fit it for nothing, so you won't have to pay, you only have to buy the unit and I'll get it to you at cost. I was like, no, stop talking. And it's one of them that literally you switch on, leave on, set the temperature you want the room at, and it'll either turn on to cold or hot or whatever and fucking control that room temperature so it does not change. Well, I've got one of those ones you put the water and the ice tanks in, and it blows the air through the cold water radiator, like for the summer. But now this summer here I don't need it. I just leave the radiator on low and it keeps it nice and warm in here. Welcome back, Roman. Hope you're well. Which ones are the tag lanes? Oh, that's Andy. It's one of these. Didn't get a sound problem that time. Weird, isn't it? What do you mean a repair mod, mate? I've got the no damage mod on the server, so there's no damage. We just crash and do what we want to do. And you know, I was trying to use a dev tool to change the time yesterday. It's not the dev tool. It's in chat, you do it. So I have to. But if this mod works, I won't need to worry about the time. And if it comes to it, and obviously people start using it to stream from, I might put it in as a permanent mod because then no one's going to get nights. But some people want nights, so that's why I've had it as an optional, because people can download it themselves if they want it. But it's not on the server, so if someone wants to come in on the server and run days and nights, they can. But with the optional mod, as it is so far, we've been live, or we've been trucking just over the hour, and we still ain't had night time, have we? So it could be the fact that it's working and we won't get nights. It's just a shame it couldn't be a little bit brighter. As in full daylight, but we'll see how it goes. If it works, then it works. At the minute it's working. We haven't had, as I say, we haven't had a night yet. Definitely the sound mod on that engine. So next opportunity we will be dropping it out. The only other thing I noticed with this mod, with the weather, it's now raining hard. I've got no rain on my screen. And sound, yeah, we're gonna have to change this engine out. So we need the map. And find a garage. So we've just gone past one in Valence. The next one's going to be up there, I reckon. Yeah, we'll change this engine out because we never had that yesterday. So it's definitely this engine change. We didn't have it on the other engine either. So it's definitely this engine sound mod. So we won't be using that. You can blame Wooly for that because he wanted the Cummins in. What was it? Set in the config file too low then, was it? I don't even know what FPS I get on here, if I'm honest. No worries. It's the exhaust brake, I think. $900. Well, that's not too bad. $900. It's not over the top, and it's not like too low either, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's definitely that engine mod. It's weird. I've just gone through the gears there, and it ain't done it. See, I found this daylight mod through searching for short nights, which I use on ATS, which is great on ATS, but they don't do it for ETS. So whoever made it only done it for ATS. €44 for tolls. Yeah, well, obviously, I'll when I hit that magical number, hopefully I'll be able to get CC for G-Portal as well. And then I'll get an ATS server up and running as well. And then that'll give me an excuse to go between the two. But they will be all Steam basic mods. And then obviously you can run, I'll put optional mods on so you can run like I am, like the day mod. And other optional mods that you want. I need a service garage. I need to change this engine. This fucking sound on this engine is shit. I don't care that we're in the middle of nowhere. Wherever we're going, we're going. That is doing my head in.
Never mind, sugar. I'll find us a new route.
You can find me a new route. Just get me that fucking engine out. That's Brewer's fault. Let's try that one. That's an 850 open pipe, so we'll see what that one's like.
Okay, here we go. Make sure you put your seatbelt on now.
It's got a nice little dump valve on it.
Well, get ready to turn left.
Exhaust brake's a little bit
Turn
tense,
left.
but... Right, we'll see if we get any engine sounds problems with this one. We shouldn't do.
Turn left. Go straight on. That's right. Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
So the exhaust engine brake sounded better on the Cummins, but it was just a shit sound file. But this one don't sound too bad. We've had no glitches so far on sound, so we'll see how we get on running this engine.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now. right.
On your bottom box. What, for the different exhaust brakes? No, it's these two buttons here. I don't think this exhaust brake, engine brake sounds any different. Let's have a look. No, don't. It's not adjustable, this one. And the only thing is with this button box that obviously I've got, you have to program it. So I've programmed them all in, so obviously I can do all the diff lock and everything else on it, and the lights, the axles and everything else. But I've sat there and programmed it all in. You've sent one that does. No worries. Is it optional though? Because I don't really want to go through everything and have to change all the server again. If it's optional, I can still run it and leave the server as it is. It's not too much of a problem doing the server, but there's a lot of, like, you got to use Godzilla, FileZilla and all of that lot to get the server up and running. It's not like FarmSim. It's really weird to do a ETS and ATS. But I will be using FileZilla for FarmSim when I do a new FarmSim. Because it was so much easier doing it that way. Oh, I've got to get fuel as well. And what I'm going to do before I put the screens back against the wall, I'm going to do the bottom part of the wall as well, so it's not white. Because I've still got some of them wall panels that are on the sides and behind me. So I'm going to do the bottom of the wall so it looks a little bit better than just the plasterboard. Because obviously the desk used to be at the back wall, didn't it? So it was all covered, no one could see it. Now I've got rid of the desk and put all the rig here, everyone can see it. So I'm going to have to sit there and put panels on there now. So it'll be the dark panels at the top and the great silver panels at the bottom, but it's still going to look better than plasterboard.
I keep left there.
Oh, excuse me. Services. Here we go. Hopefully we can get some fuel here as well. It's not just a rest stop. Yeah, to be fair, it ain't that hard to set these servers up. And if it really does kick off, with people wanting to come in, it's only an 8 slot at the moment. But the beautiful thing with G Portal is I can do a 128 slot if I really needed to. Carpi fuel. It's like I was going to put pro mods onto the server, which isn't a problem. I can put pro mods on the server. But the amount of times they change pro mods, I'd be having to update the server every time they change pro mods. Well, I wouldn't. I could do it without. It's just everyone wouldn't be able to update their pro mods to play anywhere else, because they'd have to play on the old pro mods folders until I fancied updating it, sort of thing. So I've just left it as it is. Mine's already changed, mate, because I play left lane, doesn't it? Yeah, mine's already changed to 128, mate. I think I actually put 130 in instead, just so I knew it was covered. Yeah, but I changed all of mine when I done my dev tools and that. Because I do left lane on ETS and ATS, I've already changed all of my configs. Coming up the inside of you, mate, because you're useless. Yeah, so we've had no sound issues since we changed the engine, so it's definitely the sound pack on that engine. Yes, mate, yeah. Because when you do the server for these, you literally make the convoy server on your game. Then you have to do stuff on the dev tool, and it makes extra folders in your ETS or ATS folder, and then you drag them onto your server, and then it carries all the mods over and everything else. It's quite easy, but obviously you've got to remake it. If you added a mod, you've got to remake all their folders and then put it over to the server. Or if you take a mod out, you've got to remake it and take it off the server. Oh, you've got servers here, have you? Oh, fair enough. If I'd known that, I'd have just used one of yours.
Now keep left there.
Because obviously, before I was staffing that over at G Portal, on FS19, I had 2 Steam profiles, 2 copies of FS19, and the second PC literally stayed on 24/7, and I made my own server for FS19, and it just sat there running all the time in the garage with the server on it. But now you don't need to do that.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Fair enough.
Turn right. Keep right.
Yeah, when I told the wife I picked up the other PC from the our garage that we rent out. When I went round there to get the fish tank Christmas Eve, she was like, "What do you need that for? You got enough PCs in there already?" And then I explained what I wanted to do, and she went, "Oh, that makes sense." But after what we worked out yesterday,
I keep
I'm not going to
working.
need it. I'll just use the streaming PC to do everything we want to do. Because originally I was going to use the third one to do the stuff we worked out yesterday, but I can just do that all on a streaming PC, which will look pretty cool, I think.
Keep right, and then turn right.
And I might use that HP screen that I'm using over there on the lower, because I've actually got a bracket that I should be able to manufacture instead of using a top bracket. Yeah, but I'm not being funny, but these are AG Portal servers, and they're not costing me anything anyway. All they're costing me is obviously time of when I sit in Discord answering tickets and that about servers. So as I say, if I get my CC over there, once I hit that magic number, it'll be a lot easier and a lot better. Because I'll have 3 servers then, instead of just the 2. Well, I say 3, I might have... Oh, there's a car coming. I might have more, depending on what their new contract is. So obviously I had 2 last time when I was just CC. Then I stepped down to CC because obviously I stepped away from streaming, but I carried on the staff role in Discord. So it's just been sitting there building up, and that's what I'm using the credit from that to run these. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. No one see that. No one see that, chat. Yeah, that's what I mean. I stood down for my partner stroke content creator
Keep right.
when everything went wrong, didn't it? I had everything all set up with Dave, and then Dave left and I stood down just before Dave left because obviously everything was going on and I weren't going to be streaming. I was setting up when it first all kicked off. So I stood down, but I kept my Discord staff role on, so I get payment for that. Monthly credit, basically. But if I get my CC role back, then I should get another 2 servers.
And then, you know it, continue straight on. Go straight on.
And if I do get another 2 servers, then I'll probably run 2 farms, ATS and ETS. Just have to wait and see. But I've got to hit that magic number first, because they've put their numbers up now, because obviously they're a lot bigger. So I've just got to pick up the followers first and get the average back up. I'm not far away from it, I just need to pick it up a little bit. But it don't help going out all night and then coming on late at night. But obviously most of the UK people are asleep now. Which I might have to do as well, because I've just looked up and seen the time. And I said to her, I won't have a full night out here again. Oh, Mr. Raging Scots has used the clip button. Peachy, how we doing? Hope you're well. I thought, who's clipped something? And then it come up. But just Peachy, hope you're well, mate. Hope you've had a good Christmas.
Keep left, and then, you know it, continue straight on.
So he's come in, he's clipped me stream, and he ain't even said hello.
Go straight on. That's right.
Mr. Raging Scots. Glad to hear it's been good, Mr. Peach. Did you get anything nice for Christmas that you wasn't expecting, or did you get everything you was expecting? Or was you expecting stuff that you didn't get? Alright, fair enough. Thank you very much, Mr. Woo Woo. Have you finished your Roadcraft or whatever you was playing? I can't even remember what you was playing. It was Roadcraft, wasn't it? That's it, mate, exactly. We had my mum and dad over for Christmas Day. Obviously the mother-in-law we lived with anyway because we were a carer. But sadly she wasn't up to sitting at the table with us, so
Go straight on.
it was just the four of us at the dinner table, and the mother-in-law had hers in her living room on her table that we've got for her that she normally eats on because she can't get up and about that easy now. Oh, Jesus Christ. Beachy, thank you for scaring the living daylights out of me and giving me a follow over on the green as well. Much appreciated. That absolutely scares the living daylights out of me every time it happens. I really need to turn that down to sort of 65% because 100% in that is really loud. And for just to follow that's a big sound alert really. But it's all part of the HFX, so maybe I need to turn it down a little bit. But thank you very much for the follow over on a green.
Go straight on. That's right.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we just caught that car. Jesus, weeps. Woo woo. Git bag. Woo Woo, when you get chance, have a look at that Cummins engine mod that you said you wanted and see if it's the one that I've actually got in, because I was running the 1000 horsepower custom and the sound mod on it is absolutely shite. Keep getting proper sound changes on it, so if that's not the right one, let me know. Because I'm thinking I'm going to add a couple more mods in, so if I do, then I'll change it out if it's a different one to what the one you wanted, but I won't be using them Cummins engines. the Custom Pro is the right. It sounded all right, but the Custom, it just every now and again you get proper sound of things. Yeah, no worries, mate. I won't be changing it out
Keep right.
until
And then exit right.
I don't know when it'll be changing it out because obviously I'm away for 10 days
Exit right.
or 14 days at work from Monday. But I could change it out on my day off in between now. Whichever day that'll be. I don't know yet. Depends on one of the ships. But yeah, I have to see.
Keep right.
Because I have to do it for the streaming room. Welcome back from the ads, guys. Holy shit balls. But this 850 that I put in don't sound too bad. But it goes from 850 to 2,500. There's no 1,000 or one like 1,500 horsepower. It's either 850 or 2,400, which is a little bit too high, really. But this one don't sound too bad. There's like, I think there's about 8 or 9 850s you can choose from.
Get ready to turn right.
But yeah, no, I'm glad we sat there last night and spent all them hours playing about with different things. Grey Wiz, if you're still here, I appreciate that because it looks a lot better now, and I'm using less light above me, and it's still really light. So yeah, I'm glad we played with the
Turn
settings
right.
and got it the way we did. It's just a bugger that we, or not we, but I spent all that money on a GoPro and I ain't even using it.
Well, get ready to turn left.
I'm just going to buy this garage quickly as we're here.
Finding a new route.
Do you not sleep then? Have you got a, like, not a sleeping problem, but are you a night owl? I can't believe you went to bed at 7:30 and then got up at 12 o'clock. I went to bed at 3:30 and woke up at 1 o'clock. That me or I thought that was an RAC recovery van then, but it's not. Considering we're in a foreign country as well, we're not even in England, so it wouldn't be RAC. But
Get ready to turn right.
yeah, I won't be up at 5 tonight. We've still got a while left on this job, so I might call it in a bit and then finish the job off tomorrow.
Keep left. And then turn left. Turn left.
Well, that's the one that you wanted to run. Well, as I say, I've said it before on plenty of streams. I was a problem child at school, but after seeing my ex with her son with ADHD and autism, or being autistic, and my nephew now, like my wife's nephew, who's the same, all of their traits is exactly how I was as a kid. So I was a problem child at school because it didn't have sounds wrong saying it, but it didn't have a label back then. It was just a problem child. But yeah, if I was to go and be tested, I'm sure I'd come back with it as well. And to be fair, there's a lot of people out there now that are going out at a later age like myself and being tested and like just to see if that's what the problem is. But I just can't be asked. I know I've got fucking faults with me and my mental health and everything else. So I just deal with it the way I deal with it. Yeah, see, I think after seeing my stepson on meds, and seeing my nephew on meds, and then obviously them turning 18 and coming off the meds, I think they're better off the meds, knowing that they can control it themselves, because the meds just used to zunk them out. Like, he'd give Jack meds and he wouldn't want to do nothing because he was just like zoned out, and it was just, he wasn't really living a life because he didn't want to play or anything. He just sort of sat there and vegged out watching the TV all the time, and it wasn't really good for him growing up as such. But I can fall asleep on a fucking sixpence, let alone without meds. But the problem is, when I'm awake and wired, because I'm not like it all the time. Well, look at last night, 5:30. We just sat up chatting all night, and I done no different. And I was up early yesterday morning, and I was still up till 5:30 this morning. Some nights I just like that switch on and it's don't want to turn off, and other nights I just crash. Yeah, I'm dyslexic as well. I found that out when I was 10 years old and got thrown out of the convent that I used to go to, the private school, because they'd never heard of dyslexia. Because obviously people that go to a private school run by nuns are all meant to be like university kids and all of that, like when they grow up. And yeah, I wasn't one of those. I was just I say a spoilt brat, a well looked after kid, because my dad was in the forces. My mum worked in the city for a big banking company, so it was easier for them to put me in a school and have a nanny pick me up from school and take me home and look after me for a couple of hours until my mum come home from London. But as soon as they found out I was dyslexic, they didn't want to know, because they'd never dealt with it, didn't know how to deal with it. So I had to leave like the private school and go to a general school that knew about dyslexia and had like teacher aides and things like that. They never used to be teacher aides back then. They were just like classroom helpers, but obviously
Go straight on. That's right.
people that could sit there and help me do the shit I couldn't work out. And I think that's one of the reasons why I get bored easy of said setup and that. I always want to change it. I always want to make it better,
Keep right,
because
and then exit right.
like the ADHD in me can't settle down and thinks if I change that it might be a better or whatever else. And it's like with my buying disorder, as my wife calls it, when I set my head onto something, I want it there and then, no matter the consequences. Hence why most of the stuff I buy, I will only buy when I've got money coming in from there, like streaming and that, or a bonus or something from work, because the simple fact is, life money I can't waste on this equipment. I used to be able to, but I can't now. So this has all been built up over the 4 or 5 years since COVID, when I first started. But I've also got myself in trouble by buying more stuff than I really needed. I got myself in trouble with money side of things. Same as when I was doing airsoft, everything had to be at the top of the range. Same as when I was doing fishing. Like my bait boat alone is $4.5 grand for a bait boat. and that just goes out in the water. There's a motor control boat that takes your bait out and drops bait. It's $4.5 grand. You can get them off of fucking AliExpress that do exactly the same thing. Don't look as great, but do exactly the same thing for a couple of £100. But I didn't want that. I wanted the best, so I spent the money. And it literally sits in its rucksack out there on the shelf, and it's been used probably a handful of times, maybe 2 handfuls of times, maybe 10 to 15 times. It's $4.5 grand just sitting there doing nothing. It's just me. Yeah, so you're similar to me then. If you want something, you want it there and then, no matter the consequences. Which is why my wife's got control of my bank. She hasn't got full control because my wages go into my bank account. But the majority of my wages come out and go into the house account, which is basically my account, but she's got the cards for that, so I can't pay for anything from that house account. So she knows all of my bills and everything are paid, and then whatever's left in my bank account is mine. But I'm trying to build that up for other stuff. And obviously, we're not being funny, but where I haven't streamed in nearly 2 years, I've lost out on a lot, because if I'd have carried on streaming, if all the shit hadn't have happened and everything else, my account, oh shit, I've got to go straight on. My streaming accounts would be a lot higher than what they are, and I'd be in a lot better position. Oh no, I still get a bit of my wages. Not a lot, but I get a bit. But as I say, most of it goes into the house account where all the bills and everything else come out. So we know everything's covered. But anything I make, like with my TikTok affiliates, like with all my the shop selling and that I do on the TikTok, anything that comes in through Twitch, Kick, or YouTube, because obviously every now and again I get a payment off of the other 2 platforms as well, depending on what's gone on. All of that goes on to a different card, which is what I'm allowed to spend in the streaming room. I've got a Monza card that everything that I do like this, or when I go fishing and I do a charity event, and my winnings from that, because obviously most of the fishing events I do are cash prizes, that all gets put into my bank account and then moved to my Monza account, and that's all for that. Same as when I was playing airsoft. If I'd sold an airsoft gun or whatever, went on my Monza card, and I knew it was spare money that I could do what I wanted with. My Monza card actually was going to shut my Monza account down because they thought I was doing money laundering with the money that I was earning off of TikTok. Because there was that much money coming in off of TikTok beforehand, when I was doing all the selling and everything else, that they thought I was money laundering. And it wasn't until I sent them proof of all the incomings from TikTok, like the invoices from TikTok, that they didn't shut it down.
Go straight on. That's right.
Sorry, mate. Oh, he didn't fly. He didn't fly. I hit one yesterday, he flew right up in the sky and flew off the road. Yeah, so I'm going to turn the traffic up. So there's a bit more traffic on the roads. And this daylight mod's been fucking great because we've been driving for hour and 46 and we've not had no daylight. So this daylight mod's fucking nuts. So I will keep that on my optional mods. I won't bother putting it on the server because, as I say, people come on the server might want to drive in the dark. But for Streamrise, it's great because I've got no darkness stream. And as you were saying yesterday, when it gets dark, because of my lights in my room, it doesn't show that well. But we will go another 15 minutes, which will leave an hour on the job for tomorrow, because I'm going to stream tomorrow as well, before I go out, because I'm out tomorrow night as well. And I definitely won't be streaming tomorrow night after I get in, because I'm back to work Monday. I don't know what time I'm back to work yet, because they haven't put the rotor up yet. Let's see if there's a shipping actually. I don't even know if there's going to be a shipping, because obviously it's between Christmas and New Year. Oh, why is he pulling over? Let's have a look, see if we've got a shipping. I'm going to get in front of that car. Yeah, but I'm still going to have to slow down. Oh, there's a shipping Sunday as well. Jesus Christ. They ain't stopping at our place. Monday, I have a shipping Monday morning at 8 o'clock. And it's leaving at 6 o'clock. So I might be live Monday night, depending on what shift I get. And then I've got a shipping on Tuesday.
Go straight on. That's
At
right.
12:30. And that's leaving at 6 o'clock. So we're going to have a few hours to knock that one out. But it's only the Verberg, so it's only going to be a small amount. Wednesday, New Year's Eve, we've got a shipping at 11 o'clock. That's leaving at 8 o'clock. Oh, I've got the Amsterdam in as well. That's coming in. Bloody hell, it's coming in at 10 o'clock. New Year's Eve. We won't be working that then. And then Friday.
Go straight on.
Oh
That's
shit.
right.
Stop looking at your phone, Darren. Oh, so New Year's Day we're off. So I'll be doing a New Year's Day stream. Because there's no ship, so we're closed New Year's Day. So when New Year's Eve, I probably won't be doing a stream because of the fireworks and the kids. Fireworks and the kids, fireworks and the dogs. But yeah, so we should get a few evening streams in up until New Year, and then New Year's Day I'll probably get a stream as well. Guys, there's a couple of links if you're over on the green or the red. Just popped up in chat. There's my socials, which is obviously the link tree, and also the link to the EOS stream team, which I'm a proud member of, Elite Outlaw Streamers. If you haven't got some of them in your life, please click that link. Give them all a follow on that link on the EOS stream team. They're all on that stream team because they're all great streamers, guys. So be sure to go and check them out.
ready to turn left?
I'm going to turn left before you want me to, because I'm going to buy this garage as well.
Recomputing.
Because the more garages we buy, is the more
Turn left.
more places we can fly to when we're moving about. But we are going to pull up just round a corner up here. Because we're going to call it there, guys. And we'll finish this job off tomorrow. Because if I don't go to bed now, I ain't going to get up tomorrow. And then I'm going to be knackered tomorrow night for when we go out. What did I hit? Oh, there was another car in between me and that white one. Never mind. So we're going to pull in this yard here, even though it's tiny,
Okay, let's find a new route.
and save it from here. And then we'll load in tomorrow and finish the job off. But as you can see, the server is up lovely and it's running the nuts. So if anyone does want the server, be sure to nip in the Discord, say hello in the welcome section, then nip into the general, ask for the role for the server. Obviously, if I know you, I'll give you the trucking role, no problems. And we'll go from there. But yeah, we're... what camera's that? Oh, sorry, just... I don't even know what camera that is. Oh, that's the... yeah. I literally laid it over the other one, that's fine. Because I swapped the cameras around. It's white, its size is different. But I can sort that out later. But yeah, if I go back to that one, and press that one maybe? That one works? Yeah, that one works. So yeah, as I say, as time and everything else, I'm going to end it there. Let's just see who's about. Just need to see if there's anyone on the stream team about. Who's live? I'm guessing if I press that, I'm guessing he's going to be farming, is he? When it decides to load up. No, he's playing out of ore. Let's just see. Is there anyone else? Oh, what's Cowgirl doing? Right, we're going to go and see Cowgirl. I'm going to see if I can find her on this list. Because Mr. Red is doing out of ore. He's another stream team member. Why can I not find her? This is the problem of following so many people and only using a 15-bit deck stream button. That's weird. Give me 2 seconds, guys. We're over on the purple. We will be raiding out into a fellow stream team member. If I can find her. Can't talk too loud. Just in case she's in here lurking. But there we go. That's everything set up, guys. We obviously will be raising a fellow stream team member. She is farming. Yes, it's out of game, but please go and show her the love. Sorry, I just heard myself. That's very scary. She is farming, but please go over and just show the love. And I will see you all soon. Love you all. Bye bye.